Welcome to Gotham Music Schools. So today we're going to look at sticking and zoning. So with the sticking, we're just going to start with a 2-sticking pattern. That'll get more complicated in the next lesson, but get this down first, alright, because it leads on. So for now, we're just going to use the snare drum, and our sticking patterns are going to be based around different note values, alright? So we're going to use quavers, semiquavers, and sextuplets. So quavers, 2 hits per beat, semiquavers 4 per beat, sextuplets 6 per beat. Alright, so we need to know how to count them. So the quavers are easy. We're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and semiquavers 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, and sextuplets 1 to the latter liter, 2 to the latter liter, 3 to the latter liter, 4 to the latter liter, and so on. So what we're going to do, listen to the click. I've got mine set at 80 BPM, and we're going to count in and then play, and then count in and then play. So if we do quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and semiquavers 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, sextuplets 1 to letter leader, 2 to letter leader, 3 to letter leader, 4 to letter leader, 1 to letter leader, 2 to letter leader, 3 to letter leader, 4 to letter leader. Okay, have a go at that, and I'll see you in a minute. So zoning just means putting the drums into different groups, alright? So we're going to just do groups of 2. So we're going to have the snare as 1, just by itself. Okay, same 2-stick pattern, so right, left, right? So the snare, then we're going to have the snare and the high tom. Then we're going to have the floor tom and the snare, the floor tom and the high tom. Going to have the ride and the snare, and the hi-hat and the snare. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 zones there. And all we're going to do is apply the 2-stick pattern to those different zones to help us create many different fills. So for example, we could have, we're going to play these just as quavers. So we're just going to be playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for our fills, alright? So 1 bar of fill. So we could have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or we could have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or we could have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We can do so many different things really easily and get some really cool sound, but we're doing it in an organised way, alright? So we can create lots and lots of stuff very easily. So I'm going to have a play and just use different zones to create a bar of fills, alright? Let's see how it sounds. Okay, so just messing around there, you can see that I was just changing between different zones, but they all sound pretty good as fills, don't they? So you can see that just with a little bit of work, we can quickly create a vocabulary of drum fills which aren't repeated and sound great. So have a go yourself, mess around between the different zones, try changing them up. All right, remember the symbols as well. And when you think you got the hang of that, remember you can throw in the different note divisions. So you can throw in some semiquavers. So you can see there I'm just throwing in some semiquavers on the snare drum, but just changes things up a little bit. All right. If you just go through the zoning and the sticking patterns, thinking about the note divisions, you'll be able to come up with hundreds of different drum fills. And the next thing we're going to do in the next video is we're going to do a 3-stick pattern where we're going to start including the kick drum and then looking at how we can use those different patterns to fit into a bar. Okay, so have fun practicing these and I'll see you soon.